Do you ever feel like there's a version of you that you were supposed to become, but didn't? A version that's braver, more disciplined, more alive, someone you can almost imagine but never quite become. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. You keep waiting for the right mood, the right moment, the right energy. Yet deep down, you know you're not lazy. You're scared. Scared of what will happen if you actually become the person you dream of being. Because that would mean leaving behind the one you are now. Your brain doesn't seek greatness. It seeks comfort. It was built for survival, not meaning. That's why every time you try to change, it whispers, let's do this later. Nietzsche once said, he who has a why can bear almost any how. But most of us have forgotten our why. We chase habits without asking what heart beats beneath them. We want progress, but we fear pain. We crave success, but we resist sacrifice. And so we stay stuck in loops of distraction and regret, scrolling through lives we could have lived. Here's a truth we rarely admit. We say we want to change, but we don't want to lose who we are. Growth always costs something. You'll lose comfort. You'll lose people who liked your smaller self. You might even lose the illusion that you have infinite time. That's why transformation feels painful. It's a funeral for your old identity. Bonhoeffer once wrote, the ultimate test of a moral society is how it treats its weakest members. But your greatest test is how you treat your weakest self. Do you defend it, or do you dare to lead it? Maybe you keep delaying because you believe there's still time. You think, I'll fix my life later. I just need to feel ready. But readiness doesn't come. Action creates it. The ancient Stoics had a phrase, memento mori, remember you must die. They didn't say it to be morbid. They said it to awaken you. Because when you truly remember you'll die, you stop wasting time pretending that life will start someday. Every second you spend postponing the life you want is a second stolen from the life you could have lived. Here's the hard part. The version of you that wants to stay comfortable will fight to survive. It will disguise comfort as self-care. It will rename avoidance as healing. It will tell you, you're tired. You've done enough. Be kind to yourself. But sometimes kindness isn't softness. It's discipline. Kierkegaard called it the despair of possibility, the paralysis that comes from knowing you could live many lives, but choosing none. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're choosing despair, because indecision is just slow self-betrayal. When we hit bottom, suddenly we move. Why? Because pain has a way of forcing honesty. When things fall apart, we stop pretending. Nietzsche said, to live is to suffer. To survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Pain is life's brutal invitation to grow. It burns away the illusions until what's left is truth raw and undeniable. Maybe your pain isn't punishment. Maybe it's preparation. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. One path you already know. It's safe, silent, predictable. The other is uncertain. It demands everything. Camus wrote that the only serious question is whether life is worth living. But maybe the real question is a safe life worth living if it costs your soul? You don't need more advice. You need a decision. To move, to act, to begin. Because clarity doesn't come before action, it comes because of it. Here's the paradox. You don't become your best self by adding more. You become it by letting go. Let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of who you think you should be. Let go of the story that says it's too late. The person you dream of being isn't waiting in the future, they're buried under your fear right now. You just have to dig. Change doesn't start when things feel right. It starts when you're tired of your own excuses. Because one day you'll wake up and realize you've waited your whole life to start living it, and that moment will break you. So start before you're ready. Not because it's easy, but because there's no other way to meet the person you were always meant to become.